Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you.
What's up? You like that? You really like that?
Let's shut up and grind some tape. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous weekend working on a Friday morning over here. I made Jay Will come in, work on a Friday just to get this film study up. And the reason being, I'm up late a couple nights ago. I'm watching Alabama's defense, and I'm like, God dang, I think these jokers return like 9 of 11 of these dudes. And only one of them, the leaving's like a super freak. The rest of them are like really, really, really good football players that are all returning for like their 17th year of college football, it feels like. I got some numbers I'm going to rat-a-tat-tat off for you guys right here. 22, 23, 4, 15, 18, and 2. I love them. I love them. I love all of them. Okay, I love watching them play. I love the skill sets that they possess. All right, and I love the film that they put on. All right, I love the Jimmies and Joes that Alabama's got on their defense this year, and I'm excited to show you this film from their bowl game against Michigan. I know, Alabama fans, it wasn't necessarily the most pleasing outcome in that football game, but I think it's the best representation of your defense, considering most of what was on that tape is what's going to be playing this year for you guys. Like I said, I think 9 of 11 starters in this bowl game are what's going to be on the field this year for Alabama. All right, now as much as I like the Jimmies that are on this field and the Joes, I don't necessarily love the X's and O's. And I think this is probably the fan base, or at least the football program, that we branched off into first nationally doing this film stuff. Look, everybody knows we started as a Georgia YouTube channel. We still very much so are. But this national film study, journey kind of instigated with Alabama last year and their defensive side of the football. Y'all got picked apart against Vanderbilt on third down because you were very repetitive in your scheme. And we have always talked about it. No matter how good you are, talent-wise, if you're attackable in your scheme, you're attackable by nature. We're going to get you, okay? And I think you can see some of that on this tape against Michigan as well. I think Kane Wommack in year 2 at Alabama is going to have to be far more diversified in scheme than he was last year. They were just way too much pick and stick spam A on the play chart, all right? And it led to them getting attacked with explosives in the passing game, even against a scrub like my man Davis Warren. Sorry, Davis. I didn't mean to do that to you. Is it Dylan? Is it Davis? It's a Warren. I know that. It's a walk-on. Hey, we got a couple rules around here, all right? If you learned anything about the game of football today, you must subscribe. If you learned anything about your favorite football team today, you must subscribe. If you have any fun at all today, you must subscribe. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. We got live hits today, huh? We got live hits today.
It is Davis Warren, by the way.
It is Davis Warren, not Dylan. Shout out to Davis. If you've been subscribed to this network over the last couple of days, you've been like, God dang, Buddy is pumping out content. I mean, it is crazy. All the live shows the Film Guy Network is doing, all the film studies the Film Guy Network is doing. I feel like I'm just getting hit over the head with content all the time. That's the point. That's the point. That's the goal. That's what we're going to do this year. We're going to try to pump out as many film studies as we humanly possibly can. Now, I talked about number 22. Okay, my man LT Overton. Now, I personally believe LT Overton's long-term NFL future is as a defensive tackle. I don't think he's necessarily an NFL defensive end, but they play him in such a role down there at Alabama. Let's take a look at this clip right here. I think this unit as a whole is going to be one of the best run defensive units in college football. Okay, I don't believe there anymore, and I think this is number 50. He's not there anymore, but everybody else does return. 15 is Justin Jefferson. He's going to wear 10 this year for these guys. That's Tim Keenan in there at the defensive tackle position. He wears 96. He's going to be back for these guys. That's LT Overton right here at this defensive end spot. He wears 22. He's going to be back for these guys. That's Quay Rousseau. He was a true freshman last year for those guys. He plays that hybrid jack role for them, okay? All returning, all good football players. This is Bray Hubard, who's also going to turn into quite a subject of this film study. I love his tape, okay? I love his tenacity as well, the physicality that he plays the game of football with. But on this snap particular, we're watching LT Overton. Here's what I'm going to tell you right now. If you are a tight end that draws the assignment of number 22 this year, just understand that you're in a very winless position. Okay, this is Cortland Loveland. Is that his name? Look up Loveland's first name. Played for, oh, never mind. That's 17. That's a different. I think Cortland wore 18 and didn't play last year. But nonetheless, this is a Michigan tight end. And if you got tight ends trying to block this guy, I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't going to end well. Okay, it's not going to end well. Watch this from the wide, and you can really see what we talked about the other day in that Georgia film study, right? Knockback at the line of scrimmage. What it looks like. Pay attention right here to number 22. This is what knockback looks like. This is the definition of it. I want to create that head snap. Watch 17. I want to create that head snap, all right? I want to uncoil my hips. I want to reset that line of scrimmage, okay? That's what it looks like right there. It's a good example of what it means to be violent at the point, okay? Now, again, take a look at it from the top. Hey, by the way, repetitive in scheme. We're going to talk about it. They're going to double A mug the entire football game. They're going to double A mug, one single high safety in the middle of the field the entire football game, it feels like on tape. And eventually, because the other coordinator makes close to $800, $900, $1 million, eventually you're going to get attacked because of it. Okay, so I think this is something they've certainly got to change. Pay attention to it as the film study continues. They'll be in this double mug look pretty much all day. All right, the other thing I always point it out when I see it on tape, all right, because I loved watching this guy the last couple of years. I think I raved about him. I want to say I was talking Jahad Campbell up way earlier than most of the internet because you could see it on the tape, just how much of an absolute freak this guy is. They're going to have to replace him. His eyes are perfectly right here. Not only that, they got a reverse going on, and he's going to cover a lot of ground, right, make this bow, and ultimately deliver it to the safety. They're going to have to replace number 11. There's no doubt about it. He's a special football player, a special athlete, and certainly it seems a special human being as well. But we're really here to watch 18 right here. My man Bray Hubard, this man be hunting. All right, now, most SEC football fans that have been watching number 47 and number 17 run around at Georgia the last several years, and the Michael Taft kid, have been used to seeing this white dude run the deep safety and hunt the alley, okay? That's another one of these guys. This guy's a lunatic. He plays football like he just doesn't care about his body. And I appreciate that about defensive players and some offensive linemen and tight ends, okay? I want you to be able to sacrifice that body like my man Bray Hubard does. And also, I love knowing that you love football. Watch Bray Hubard at the end of this. This looks like to me a guy who is really, really enjoying playing in the elements today out here, right? You see him over there doing a little what do you call that? What do you do?
Snow angel.
A snow angel. That's what we're talking about here today. Shout out Jay Will. He's locked in today. All right, now, we talked about the losses. Here's this double A mug look again, or at least both backers walked up look again. This dude right here, I told you he's switching numbers. He's switching to 10. It's Justin Jefferson. Now, when you look on the roster from Alabama the last couple of years, you'll see Jahad's gone. You'll see they've lost a couple linebackers over the last several years. But Deontay Lawson's coming back, and this Justin Jefferson guy's slotted to start. I've been talking up Justin Jefferson on tape for 2 years now, I feel like. Even day back to the Saban days. You see 15 come on the field, and you're like, hey, backup linebacker might have a second to breathe. This dude's a football player. His nose, his instincts, his twitch are really, really elite, okay? Look at that. Boom. Do you see what I'm seeing right now? He's recognizing guard pull away right now. Boom. There goes the guard. So instead of following that center in front of me, I'm going to get back a little bit so I can scrape right here and get to where the ball's ultimately going to. Not only that, I'm going to be ready to smack number 71 right up underneath this chin strap, okay, and get ready to press out, peek, and shed that block, okay? Love what 15 put on tape the last several years as a quote-unquote non-starter, and now you're going to get him every snap, okay? Now you're going to get him every snap. Go to play 10. Very, very, very repetitive in scheme. I told you they're going to do this double mug look with one single high safety for most of the football game. All right, we're 10 plays in. Michigan has recognized this. And what do you think we got coming? We got truck toss play action coming right now. They're going to flood this zone, all right, into the boundary. FIB, and guess what? They got a goddamn touchdown right now. They got an absolute touchdown right now. If we could just hit that tight end in the face mask, we got an opportunity to score. But Davis Warren's playing. Hey, great job right here by the corner at the top of the screen, number 12, syncing off right there and figuring out what's happening to me. I think he makes this play difficult anyways, but I left it on the tape to just kind of show you, hey, when we line up and play the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, don't care how good our players are, don't care how crappy the walk-on quarterback on the other team is. We're in trouble if we're not going to sit here and change it up just a little bit. You got to throw curveballs, man. Got to have multiple pitches to throw. Now, here's what I do respect about this. And if Kane Wommack's listening to this right now, here's what I'm going to tell you. This simulated pressure look, this everybody's walked up on the line of scrimmage, they're not bringing everybody every time. They're dropping certain football players. Certain guys are coming, certain guys are coming. Like this time, 15 fires, 90 and 11 drop. Okay, so there is a level of unpredictability, but that's not what I am hunting as a coordinator, right? I'm hunting your shell. And if you play the same shell over and over again, then I'm going to get you. All right, eventually I'm going to put that shell into compromise. Now, I'm going to tell you what, shit ain't going in here. It ain't going in there. All right, it is just not. Okay, I think they're going to be one of the best run defensive units in college football this year. I really do. It's just not going in there. You're not going to be able to run the ball tackle to tackle on Alabama this year. Okay, I just don't believe it. If anything, we're going to have to bounce. We're going to have to jet sweep. We're going to have to RPO. We're going to have to do something to attack these edges. They're just too damn big in the box, I feel like. Right here in the line of scrimmage. Like, this dude playing a wide 9 out here is 290 pounds. He's a massive human, okay? 6'5", 290, former 5-star. All right, it's a good football player and a big football player. See, you just got to make it bounce. You see Bray Hubard coming in there hunting with the screws? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, I think this young corner down here, my man Zabian Brown, I like him. I like him a lot. All right, I think he plays the game of football with a level of physicality that most corners just do not. Okay, and I love that about him. I think he's going to win a lot more of these this year. Okay, I think he's going to win a lot more of these this year. I think he's in the right spot. Okay, he just got beat. He got beat by a ball and a great catch by number 3. That's unfortunate. Hey, look, double simulated A-gap pressures. I bet they drop out. Great ball, huh? Mm-hmm. Great ball. Great defense, too. Good job, too. That's all right. Hey, I like this attitude right there after a loss, right? No bad body language. Do you see anything right there that indicates he's a young football player? Or does that look like a pro that understands sometimes I get beat? Yeah. That's what it looked like to me. By the way, that's the same guy that ended the Georgia game with an interception as a true freshman. All right, so this is our first look at James Smith. Okay, now correct me if I'm wrong, Jonathan. I think James Smith was a 5-star coming out of high school. Okay, now James Smith wears 23 for this football team. I think he's going into year 3 at Alabama, if my memory serves me correct. I'm getting a nod over there from Jay Will. I think we're going into year 3. Now, back end of last year is the first time we really got an opportunity to play. What do we got?
Former 5-star.
He was a former 5-star. This sumbitch is twitchy. All right, he's really, really twitchy. Now, we're bulling into China shopping a little bit here, all right? We're running around like a chicken with a whatever euphemism you want to use. There's a lot of, oh, we ain't quite figured it out yet. We're just playing, and I'm so twitchy and athletic that we're figuring it out, all right? So let's take a look at him right here. He's in here at the defensive tackle position, all right? And the other thing you're going to notice about him, Jonathan, that we love around this channel, he got some drip. He got some drip on him every time I see him. We either got a spat on or we got some turf tape on the elbow, even though we're playing on natural grass and it's raining. All right, we got some drip about us every time I see my man James Smith, and I appreciate that about a 300-plus pounder. All right, but you're going to see some fiery twitch like this right here. All right, we don't make this play, but we defy a double team. And like we showed you on that Christian Miller tape the other day, sometimes it's just about whether or not, as a defensive lineman, you recognize what's happening to you and you can defeat the blocks. Like this example right here. We recognize we're getting a double team right here, and we're going to do a really, really good job of defeating the point man and then taking care of the second guy. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. Downside hut, come on, Davis. All right, so we got to take care of the point man in any combination block. Right now, the center is our point man. Eventually, the guard is going to work his way over to me. Do we all see that, right? So if I'm going to defy this combination block, like I told you, I got to defeat the point man. So the first man that touches me, I got to get rid of him. All right, and then the second man that touches me, I got to figure out a way to get rid of him or defy his angle as well. Now I've taken both the center and the guard. I've thrown the center on his face. The guard's now blocking me. Guess who's free to absolutely smack the hell out of this running back as soon as he gets 3 yards past the line of scrimmage? Jahad Campbell and my man Justin Jefferson. We got 2 free linebackers right now because of what? Because of all of our defensive linemen handling their jobs. We don't just have to talk about James Smith right here. Let's look at 92, I think that is. Look at LT Overton playing with shoulder square, winning a stalemate. 42 playing with shoulder square, winning a stalemate. The edge defender out here already reestablished the line of scrimmage behind the line of scrimmage, okay, on that right tackle. Of course, the linebackers are free at +2. Of course, you did not create an effective run and an efficient run right here, okay? Now, it's a little bit different when you're playing a team like Michigan at this point in the season where they're uber one-dimensional, but nonetheless, I still like to look at the tape. I still think they're Bama in that box, man. I think they are Bama in this box. These 7 guys, they're big, they're physical, they've been recruited by Nick Saban, and they're still there. I mean, look at this clip from the tight. This is what gap sound defense looks like, okay? As the ball carrier gets the ball, look at what we got going on. Square shoulders, I've peeked and shed you. Square shoulders, I'm peeking, I'm taking that double team. I got square shoulders attacking the blocks. I see 2 voids or natural vacancies in the offense or in the line of scrimmage right now. Guess where the linebackers ultimately fit themselves? Right there in those gaps. That's as gap sound as we can humanly possibly be. When we talk about building the wall on this network, when we talk about building the wall defensively, that's what it looks like, okay? This is the Bill Belichick system of fitting your gaps. Also, I love 12 and 1, eventually filling secondary holes as well right here. We love that. They are gap sound. You're going to have to bubble, right? That's what we listen to Kirby a ton. That's what Kirby says defense is supposed to be. Oh, you pressed the line of scrimmage, nothing available, now we got a bow. Guess what I got? I got a buttload of team speed hunting down your butt. I think I'll take this off, but we can talk about it. I talked about it in the live last night. This guy very clearly played hurt. Very clearly played hurt to me on this tape, okay? Was healthy enough to go out there and cover, but he did not want to tackle, and I understand why. I think it was an upper body injury with him, okay? So we see that clip of Damani, all right? Again, also, let's just go ahead, come back to it, circle it out. We see it? We see it, okay. Well, I mean, it's just over and over again.
Rib injury for him.
Rib injury. Okay, so that would make sense why we don't want to be in that smoke. Now, I'm going to tell you what, this dude, this is number 2 down here on the bottom. This dude got a different type of attitude about him. Okay, a very different type of attitude about him. He is an SOB, okay? He's a son of a you-know-what. That dude plays football, dog. That dude plays football. That's a true freshman reading screen keys like that, okay? Now, I know it's game 13, so we're really not true freshmen anymore, but that's a damn rep from a corner right there. After what we just watched, I'm going to come in there, dive at some ankles because my ribs hurt. I understand rib injuries, again, nothing to play with, literally. They hurts to breathe, so I understand. But I love number 2. I love number 2. He comes to smoke. Now, I also love 18. I think this guy is going to be really, really fun to watch this year. Also think every once in a while he's going to make some bad angles. He's going to make some bad decisions. He's going to get a little too aggressive. But my man is about that life. Okay, my man is about that life, and he gonna let Michigan sideline know he's about that life. Did you see that? Little point to the ground. This my shit right here. I love this about him. Okay, and then I'm gonna stare at the backfield and let everybody know I am here. I am here. Ain't never gonna leave with a clean jersey neither. It's 18. Ain't never gonna leave with a clean jersey. All right, get to your drop, come down here, a little bit of slip on some slippery track right here. Love how we stick our head across, right? Get our head across right there. That hurts, by the way. That does not feel good to have your neck column ran through by a thigh board, okay? But I love that right here. Did my shit. Did my shit right here. I love that. All right, now, I think this type of stuff gets cleaned up year 2. All right, so we got motion in the back to what we call crib motion, right? Start outside, work your way back in. Now, some type of motion creates safety rotation right here. All right, so let's watch this. I can't remember having watched it. All right, we bring number 3 in motion. Now, something in their keys has told what I guess in pregame planning, hey, if we get this ball on the left hash, this type of motion, we're going to automatically add you into the fit. All right, so if we automatically add you into the fit, that means you need to replace. Watch this right here. I think this is a missed assignment that gets cleaned up next year. All right, this type of stuff doesn't happen, shouldn't happen, I should say, in second years of systems. All right, somebody is just bailing the deep third over there and automatically keying into a blitz that they saw based off the motion, it looks like to me. Okay, that's an automatic key right there from that corner. He is seeing a motion that has made him do that, all right, that they've talked about. All right, I am assuming, or he thought he got that. All right, either way, somebody's blowing an assignment, and I am thinking that if we're looking for areas of improvement, that's it right there. We can't be busting assignments in the second year in a defensive system. Also, can we do something to vary the schematics just a tad bit, please? Now, I've noticed this about them as well. They do this really weird thing. Now, I think it's weird because I played offensive line and it would piss me off. They hover. They 3-down hover a lot. We call this amoeba, right? An amoeba in your body is something that just kind of floats and hovers and runs around, right? So that's what this guy's doing. He's just amoeba-ing. All right, he's got a gap responsibility. Eventually, he's going to plug a hole. But pre-snap, he's just kind of floating around. Now, when Quay Rousseau is this float guy, I'm terrified. When it's big number 20, I think we can handle him. Even though that guard couldn't. Look how quickly he gets thrown to the ground. Watch this right here. I think 20's gone, by the way. Jonathan, will you confirm that for me?
Yeah.
I think he was a redshirt senior last year.
He was.
Now, hey, got to replace a first-round caliber linebacker, right, in Jihad. 15's nose tells me he's played a ton of football. Watch this right here. Watch how quickly we run ourselves, key ourselves to this football, okay? See guard pull. And then we're going to get there, play patient, play outside, feed it back in. Watch it full speed. No hesitation in those movements. We're straight downhill. Show you this snap of LT Overton right here. The notes say LT Overton, folks. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, so here's that float player I was telling you about again. That's Quay Rousseau floating. I'm much more terrified when they do this. But this clip is all about number 22 right here. Even if you're a tackle, I think you're somewhat hopeless at times blocking this guy. He's just going to shuck you. He's really, really good at it. Look at this. We're going to put hands on 71. We're going to just throw him up out the club. And then we're going to get ready to put hands back on number 80, throw him up out the club. And then we're going to put, screws on back. And you already know 18 creeping in, getting a little chip on it there at the end. Something tells me number 18 starts a lot of fights in practices. This is a busted assignment by somebody on the defensive or offensive line. I think they're trying to run truck toss right here. I just want you to see 23. It's a twitchy human. It's what we talked about earlier. Twitchy human. Now, again, busted assignment. Nobody touches him. I understand that. But we're back there really, really quickly. Somebody's got to block down on that. We're pin and pull right there as an offense. There's no pin for us to get the pull out. All right, but here's the very next play. I think he's in there at nose tackle. I think this is him right here. Wrong circle. This is him right here. In there at nose. Watch him run this. Watch him run this quarterback down from the wide or from the tight. Look at this. I want to say he was listed at 310 last year, Jonathan. I bet he's playing at 305. Look at those movement skills from a 300-pounder. You can see why he was a 5-star, huh? Also, I love I'm talking too much about drip. I love big fatties that play defensive line that roll those pants all the way up to their mid-quad. What do you got for me?
So that's 283.
Yeah, no. I think he's got to be closer to 295. He's a thick-bellied dude. Very, very good athlete. Throw it away. I'm with you. Throw it away.
Already at the sideline.
You're at the damn sideline. Throw it away. I'm with you. Oh, some more Justin Jefferson ain't no damn slouch. So we saw Justin Jefferson play this backside of counter. Now we're going to see him play the front side of counter. Watch this. Okay, so not only do we recognize, hey, we got guard pull coming to us right now. We got down blocks in front of us. That means I need to get downhill right now. We might have counter coming to us. Not only that, but we're going to get there, all right, and we're going to strike the piss out of that blocker, and we're going to turn this play back in, all right, or have the opportunity to do so. And if it wants to bounce out, that's okay. Don't worry. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to play fundamentally sound, keep my outside arm free, and really, really make this thing bow around me. That's what it looks like to play this position. Not just downhill, not just reading your keys correctly, but doing so violently. You think this tight end wants to do this the next time he gets this play called? I don't think so, because he looks like his chin just got broken in half. Ugh. Football is fun, huh?
Sure.
Football is fun, sir. All right, hey, bottom line, when you're playing this guy, there's that double A mug look again. When you're playing, have we seen a defense more repetitive?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. All right, so when you face this guy this year, you better get ready for his first step. There's no doubt about it. You better get ready for that. Okay, as an offensive lineman, he's going to be bringing it to you. Okay, you can't be like 71 right here. 71's job is to dig out. All right, is what we call this. Dig out this 3-tech. All right, but he takes almost like horizontal footwork. All right, not horizontal. He takes almost like 45-degree angle footwork, turns himself sideways right here. We can't. We got to get deep and then get vertical to get inside of 23 right here. He's too quick. All right, so if we just take this one little 45-degree step right here, we're cooked. I'm telling you right now, he's going to beat our butt. All right, which he already is. Okay, we have no chance of getting this down block actually completed. Okay, because he's got too good of an angle on us. That first step is real, folks. So watch number 18 right here. I think my film's frozen. Okay, here we go. Watch number 18 back here. They got their own Dan Jackson. They really do. Now, we watched Caleb Downs a couple film studies ago, and that dude be creeping down in the box, don't he? Mm-hmm. This one don't. This one be sprinting into that mofo. Watch this right here. There is no, again, reckless abandon for the human body. You see it from the tight too. Oh, he looked like he got a little hurt there at the end, didn't he?
Just a little bit.
He kind of laying on the ground. Uh-oh. Oh, don't be looking at how much I use my screen. Oh, that's battery. Okay, thank God. About to expose myself in front of everybody.
I hope not.
Hey, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button on your way out. I love you. Bye.